Dallas Mavericks beat the Houston Rockets this past weekend. Vince Carter and Dwight Howard were once teammates at one point. I find that incredibly hard to believe, guys. Vince Carter.
In the league.
Yeah. Every year that I see him in the league, I go,
Career 20 points per game player, I believe. Over 20.
He should stop before he whittles that down.
No, fuck it. I love Vince Carter. So the Mavs won 123-120 this past week, and Dwight Howard was complaining to officials. Vince Carter, if we can, put out this gem of a quote. They're good friends, but he's taking a jab at his friend. When talking about Howard's whining to the officials, he said, all the time. He always talks about how I'm a crybaby. I was like, yo, you're the biggest crybaby I know, which is totally true. And then later he's like, yo, why'd you say that to me? But I know Dwight, it's all good. But he is a crybaby. I mean, he takes a lot of punishment, but I'm like, yo, come on, Dwight, come on. You elbowed. You're sitting in the paint the entire time. What are you whining about? He told me to stop crying. I was like, what? Are you serious?
The guy went to North Carolina. I mean, you don't quote yourself saying yo. Like, I get it, you can say yo, but then you don't go, and then I said yo. Like, just say what you said. We don't need the precursor.
Stop ripping everybody for these little things here and there.
To be fair, he came back and finished his degree, so he didn't.
Where, at Azusa Pacific?
Immediately, he didn't do it.
No, yeah, I know.
North Carolina.
And I'm like, yo, and then Dwight was like, yo, and then I was like, yo, and then Dwight was like, yo, yo.
Who are the biggest crybabies in the league? Who do you think?
Man,
Dwight's in there.
It's becoming league-wide, really.
Dwight,
Yeah, I know everybody is, yeah.
Kobe, Paul Pierce.
Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol has a look of being offended at the end of
LeBron
every
is
play.
definitely a crybaby.
LeBron's up there. The thing is, it's always the guys who are the biggest names because a lot of times they're the biggest names because they get a lot of calls, and when they don't,
When they don't,
Yeah, when they don't, right?
Thank you.
They ask for it. Durant doesn't seem to as much. That's my.
He does it so subtly though, because he's so.
But Westbrook does.
Well, Westbrook definitely,
yeah.
but Durant is like, and then he just walks to the other end of the court.
And you know what? I noticed, being a Clippers fan, everyone loves Chris Paul.
When did you become a Clippers fan?
He doesn't want.
2 years ago?
What? No, it was like 09?
95.
09?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not one of those people who stamps.
Were you sitting courtside with Billy Crystal?
Who stamps my flag and he goes, I've been a Clippers fan since April 15th of 2008. I mean, who cares? I'm a Clippers fan. So people have this ridiculous pride in how long they've been going through the bullshit of their team.
It's a really irritating.
Okay, what's your point?
Be like, yeah, I was there freezing and my team sucked. Well, you're stupid. So so anyway,
that's awesome.
Chris Paul, you don't see this complaining, but he talks to refs a lot.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
very
he
subtle,
does.
It's very low,
And
it's
other
very
players.
Quiet. Yeah, so he gets annoyed, but he doesn't do it for long enough for you to see him as a crybaby. But again, it's always the big name players, the top players.
It's also, complaining goes on in football too. We just don't see it because they're wearing helmets.
Yeah.
But seriously, I mean, but basketball is there's only 10 guys on the court. The teams are incredibly small. They're smaller than any other sport. You got 12 guys on a team, 5 guys playing, and they're mixing it up. They're banging into each other. So of course they talk, and of course they talk to the officials. I mean, some of it is just natural. But yeah, some guys seem to complain more. But look, it worked. That's the thing. You complain enough, and officials know too. Like, you blew that one. Like, if a guy comes back and like, you blew that one, he hammered me. You blew that one. You put it in the guy's head. Then maybe the next time you get a little bump that he wouldn't normally call.
Yeah.
Human instinct is going to have him blow the whistle then, especially if you're not a jerk. If you're a jerk, then it's easy for them to ignore.